There's so much speculation. Shedeur Sanders can make all of it irrelevant, all of it, including where he was drafted, including being drafted in the 5th round. I get it, he won't get the contract, but he can erase all of this with a great performance in this game.
The Cleveland Browns quarterback chaos has always felt like a never-ending saga of false hopes and crushed dreams. But this time, the narrative has shifted in a way no one saw coming. Rookie phenom Shedeur Sanders didn't just step into the storm, he silenced the thunder. After weeks of speculation, controversy, and humiliation, Sanders flipped the entire script, embarrassed both Kevin Stefanski and Dillon Gabriel, and established himself as the franchise quarterback Cleveland has been desperate for. This is a seismic turning point.
So now it sounds like the Cleveland Browns are going to all but imprison Shedeur Sanders in the football sense of a very talented rookie quarterback who obviously needs reps, needs an opportunity, and who now, barring some miraculous luck, will not get the opportunity to play in a single real game. I'm sure
the Browns' quarterback carousel has been the NFL's longest-running punchline. Year after year, the franchise has cycled through starters like bad auditions for a role no one could play. Cleveland fans have lived through names that were once hopeful headlines but quickly became cautionary tales. The speculation surrounding this year's quarterback room only reignited those scars, with Gabriel's bold comparisons and Stefanski's stubborn coaching decisions making the entire situation look more like a circus than a professional team.
If you just told me, so we picked him on Saturday, right? Friday night driving home, y'all were going to pick Shedeur, I would say that's not happening. But at the end of the day, that's Andrew Berry's call. Andrew made the call to pick Shedeur.
If you feel this way about Shedeur, why y'all still got the man?
Since 2000, the Cleveland Browns have 35 different starting quarterbacks. But now you're going to take it upon yourself to say Shedeur Sanders wasn't your pick.
Then there's Shedeur Sanders. The rookie phenom carried the weight of skepticism the moment his name was linked to Cleveland. Many wondered whether he had the poise to handle the bright lights of the NFL, let alone resurrect a franchise with a history of chewing up and spitting out quarterbacks. The noise surrounding him was deafening, but Sanders wasn't interested in chatter. He let the moment build, waiting for the right stage to prove that he wasn't here to blend in. He was here to take over.
We all didn't expect this, of course, but I feel like with God, anything possible, everything possible. I don't feel like this happened, for no reason. All this is of course, fuel to the fire. And under no circumstance, we all know this shouldn't have happened. But we understand we're on the bigger and better things. Tomorrow's the day. We're going to be happy regardless.
And then came the turning point. Sanders didn't just play well, he played with the kind of confidence and precision that instantly shifted the conversation. Every snap he took looked like a statement. Every throw screamed authority. In humiliating fashion, he exposed the cracks in Stefanski's decision-making and made Dillon Gabriel's previous Brady comparisons look laughable. This wasn't just a game. It was a declaration that Sanders was the alpha in the room, and everyone else was just holding a seat until he arrived.
Wrestler. And Cody says he wishes Shedeur could develop somewhere else but Cleveland.
I'm not worried about right now. I'm worried about longevity. Fit and system is so important for a quarterback more than any other position in all of sports. If you throw a quarterback in before they're ready, you could significantly hurt their development and their confidence. I just wish it was somewhere else. I wish he would go to a different place where he could be developed because
Kevin Stefanski, once viewed as the man in control of Cleveland's direction, suddenly looked like the one left behind. His reluctance to fully commit to Sanders now feels like a glaring miscalculation. A reminder that sometimes coaches overthink what's right in front of them. Dillon Gabriel, on the other hand, went from overconfident newcomer to humbled side note. His bold proclamations of Brady-level leadership collapsed under the weight of Shedeur's breakout performance. In one night, Sanders managed to humiliate two of the biggest figures in Cleveland's quarterback drama.
Many around the NFL are celebrating as we speak. They are chuckling about this. Many in the NFL wanted to teach Shedeur and his daddy a lesson. And it just makes me want to puke. Nothing in sports has ever angered me more than what the NFL has done to Shedeur Sanders. The Browns
The reaction across the NFL was instant. Fans erupted on social media, calling Sanders the savior Cleveland has begged for. The city that has lived in quarterback misery suddenly had something it hasn't felt in years: hope. Analysts who once questioned Sanders' readiness scrambled to rewrite their takes, suddenly praising his poise, leadership, and undeniable command. Even rival players and coaches were forced to admit that this wasn't hype anymore. Sanders wasn't a project. He was a problem for everyone not wearing brown and orange.
Hey, when I look at it, I just like how the young man going about himself, man. Shedeur. There's no better way to go about this than keep your head down and keep working, bro. He looks comfortable out there, first and foremost, and he looks like he's still enjoying the game, man. And I think this is just more, fuel to the fire as opposed to it's gonna help him out throughout his NFL career in general.
You know what they're trying to do? They're trying to break him.
The contrast between Sanders and his predecessors is striking. Cleveland has had quarterbacks with talent, but none who carried this mix of swagger and substance. Sanders isn't just completing passes, he's commanding attention. He's giving the city and the locker room something it has lacked: belief. In a league where confidence can be as important as arm strength, Sanders has both in spades. His swagger isn't empty, it's backed by execution. That's what separates him from the quarterbacks who came before.
So Joe Flacco gonna get hurt. Then we're gonna go to this white dude that no one has ever heard of until draft day. We've never heard of him. Why Shedeur lasted this long in the draft is beyond me, but it's okay. They did what they did, and everybody knows what was done.
And make no mistake, this has fundamentally shifted the locker room dynamic. Stefanski, who once held all the power, is now forced to adjust to Sanders. Dillon Gabriel, once the loudest voice in the room, has been silenced by a performance that words can't touch. Sanders has become the gravitational force, the leader players rally around not because they have to, but because they want to. That's the hallmark of a true franchise quarterback.
Since he was young, he's had the spotlight on him. So people are going to be overcritical about every little thing. The cliche, control what you can control. And that's, as a quarterback, that's how do you win football games and how do you elevate the guys around you. So I think he himself has all the pieces he needs to have success. And it's just about, the time and place.
The larger NFL picture is just as fascinating. In the AFC North, where the competition is fierce and every game feels like a slugfest, Sanders' rise reshapes the outlook. Suddenly, the Browns don't look like the odd team out. Suddenly, divisional rivals have to prepare for a quarterback who brings both skill and charisma, someone capable of changing games and galvanizing a franchise. The presence of Sanders injects a new layer of unpredictability into a division already brimming with talent.
We see it all the time. These kids come from college, and they are great players in college, and they just can't catch up to the speed of the game. You could see early, little off, not accurate. The game was moving a little quick. Then the game started to slow down for him, and he started operating a lot, making some of the same throws that he made in Colorado that we don't see young.
For Cleveland, this isn't just about one game or one breakout moment. This feels like the start of something bigger. Sanders has the tools, the mindset, and the city behind him. He's not just fitting into Cleveland, he's redefining what it means to be a Browns quarterback. That's something no one has been able to say for decades.
I agree. What are we talking about? It's Shedeur, the same guy that we thought was going number one, number two, or top or first round pick. Now you go in the fifth round. Why would I want to go somewhere where I can't play? Because you ain't playing with Lamar. I don't care what Dion, Prime, who. You ain't playing with Lamar ever. It's never ever gonna happen, no matter how good he is.
But don't all rookies outside of top 2, top 3 round picks, you come into the league, you start as a backup, you work your way up.
It's how you think.
The real test, of course, lies ahead. Sustaining success in the NFL is a marathon, not a sprint. Sanders will face defenses that scheme to exploit his weaknesses, veterans who try to rattle him, and the pressure of expectations that will only grow with every highlight he creates. But if his debut as Cleveland's true quarterback is any indication, he's ready for the weight of it all.
I am praying to God that Shedeur gets an opportunity to show what he can really do. And I think that would be probably the best thing for him. But knowing the Cleveland Browns, they dumbass gonna trade him.
What makes Sanders' arrival so powerful is how perfectly timed it feels. Cleveland fans have endured heartbreak for years, waiting for the moment when their team would finally have a quarterback they could believe in. Sanders has given them that gift. He didn't tiptoe into the role, he stormed into it, leaving no doubt about who should be leading this team. The fans see it. The media sees it. Even Stefanski and Gabriel have no choice but to see it. For once, the Browns' quarterback conversation isn't about dysfunction or disappointment. It's about possibility. It's about a rookie phenom who walked into chaos and turned it into clarity. Shedeur Sanders has silenced doubters, embarrassed those who stood in his way, and given Cleveland a reason to dream. The question now isn't whether Sanders is the franchise quarterback the Browns have been begging for, it's how far he can take them.